Hey, I'm Shivansh. Today we're going to pull back the curtain on the hidden world behind your online shopping. We're diving deep into the high-speed, super complex world of a modern warehouse to see exactly how your order gets from that click all the way to your front door.
It's something we barely even think about, right? But that one simple click sets off this incredibly complex, highly tuned ballet of people, software, and machines. So let's see how it all works.
For any warehouse, the name of the game is fulfilling your order as fast and as accurately as possible. Every single second matters. But in this race against the clock, there's one activity that is, by far, the most expensive and time-consuming of them all.
Believe it or not, more than half, over 50% of all the money a warehouse spends goes into one single thing: workers physically picking items off of the shelves. Just the time they spend walking up and down those aisles is the biggest cost in the entire building.
So right there, that's the core mission. If you want to make a warehouse efficient, you have to solve the walking problem. And to do that, every modern warehouse is designed around a core strategy that decides exactly where every single item is going to live.
It's a strategy called slotting, and honestly, it's a lot like how you'd organize your own kitchen. You don't hide the coffee you use every single morning way in the back of the highest cabinet, right? No, you put it right up front. Warehouses just apply that exact same logic, but on a massive, massive scale.
This is a huge shift from just putting things wherever they happen to fit. Instead of random placement, slotting uses data to create a logical map that's all about pure efficiency. It's about finding the absolute perfect spot for every single item.
And the difference is just night and day. An unslotted warehouse? It's basically a maze. It forces workers to take these long, inefficient routes. But a properly slotted warehouse? Well, that's a superhighway for getting orders out the door, where all the popular stuff is just a few steps away.
Okay, so how do they do this? Well, the most common method is something called ABC analysis. It's really simple, but it's also incredibly smart. Your A items, those are the top 20% of your products that you're picking all the time, they get put in the golden zone, super close to the packing stations. And those C items that barely move, they get stored way in the back.
And get this, just by implementing this one strategy, a warehouse can cut down on a picker's walking distance by up to 30%. In an environment where every single step costs money, that is a massive, massive gain.
All right, so the inventory is now smartly placed. What's next? Well, now you've got to figure out the most efficient path for a worker, a picker, to actually go and grab all those items for your order. Now, there are a bunch of different ways to do this, but they all have the same goal: cut down on travel time. So, instead of picking one order at a time, which is super slow, they can group similar orders together. That's called batch picking. Or they can split the warehouse into zones and have workers stay in one area, almost like a relay race. That's zone picking.
Okay, so this is where you have to be wondering, what is orchestrating this whole complex dance? How does the warehouse know which items are popular, or which orders to group together?
The answer is a really powerful piece of software called a warehouse management system, or a WMS for short. The best way to think about it is like the air traffic controller for the entire facility. It's the digital brain that sees everything and directs every single move.
And this thing does everything. It tracks every item in real time, from the second it arrives. It creates the perfect, most optimized walking path for workers, telling them exactly where to go and what to pick up. It even handles all the shipping paperwork automatically and talks to the robots. It is the heart of the whole operation.
And the impact? It's huge. A good WMS can make the workforce 20 to 40% more efficient. That's a direct hit on that walking problem we talked about. At the same time, it pushes inventory accuracy to over 99% and helps make sure not a single square foot of space is wasted.
But here's the thing. This digital brain, it's not standing still. It's getting smarter all the time. New technologies are plugging into the WMS, and they're turning these warehouses into something that honestly looks a lot like science fiction.
We're talking about artificial intelligence that can predict what you're going to buy before you even click the button. We have autonomous robots that literally bring the shelves to the workers so they don't have to walk at all. And now some pickers are even wearing augmented reality glasses that project digital instructions right in front of their eyes. It's this incredible fusion of human ingenuity and powerful technology that makes sure your order's journey is faster and more perfect than ever before. From that first strategic placement of an item on a shelf to the optimized path a worker takes, all of it is orchestrated by the WMS. It's a hidden world of pure optimization.
And as these warehouses keep evolving into these hyper-efficient automated engines, it leaves us with a pretty fascinating question to think about.